Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today's video is on Google EU user consent policy. Today Google announced another policy which is on the basis of users consent policy. Guys, let's go on. How EU user consent affect you? Under the Google EU consent policy, you must make certain disclosures to your users in the European Economic Area. European Economic Area means people who are staying in Europe and they're using your application or your advertisement is going to them. You need a consent from them to use of cookies or the local storage or the personalized ads if you are using. So you need a consent and obtain their consent for the use of cookies or other local storage and for the use of personalized ads. This policy reflects the requirement of the EU e-privacy directive and general data protection regulation. So this consent policy is required by GDPR. So this is very urgent, and if you are using cookies for your users and local storage, and you're throwing personalized ads, so first of all you need a in your program or in your application you need to obtain consent from your user. So consent means you have to get the consent. They want to give you that data or no. So it's like a yes or no. So this is how we have to put codes in our programs or in our applications so we can get their consent that they don't have any problem to give us their private information or their location or about the date about the personalized ads they have accepted. So we need a consent from them. So here they have Google appointed some technology providers. There is like agencies some. So those providers we have to select. Now some are already selected. Some set of advertisement technology providers are already selected, and then another option is custom, which there are almost 600 to 640 providers are available. You have to select which one you want. So few are already selected, and the rest you, if you want to change, you can change it. But the Google is permanently selected, so you cannot undefine or uncheck this provider, Google provider. Now here, select ad technology providers. Under the Google EU user consent policy, you must identify each ad technology provider that receives end users' personal data as a consequence of your use of a Google product and provide information about the use of that data. Ad technology providers, now those ad technology providers, Google and other ad source and vendors, use data about your users. Now these vendors or providers or agents or the sources, they we are going to select. Now here we are going to select in two formats. Now either we have to select this one, which commonly already Google selected for us, and the other one is in custom. In custom there are plenty, so we have to choose which one we want. So it's like that. So these agencies, once we select and once we given them the consent from our side, then these all agents or vendors, they are going to they're going to collect all the data of our user and with their consent, and they're going to use it, and as per the uh, safety of users data protection basically. So here we have few this is something like that. Common used ad technology which Google already selected for us. So these are few ad agencies which are already selected, so you can't do anything. Either use leave it as it is, and if you want to select your own, then you have to check mark this one, and then you have to select providers. Once you go to select providers, which means here you have 640 providers which you have to keep on changing your page, and you keep on watching which one you want. So there are many like AD Leisure and Adalogs. So there are plenty providers are available over here, 640 providers. So that's how we are. If we check that one, then it'll be like we are going to accept their we are giving them a consent to use data of our users for the further informations. Okay, now this here all setup consent gathering. You have to, guys, go and check Google Developers Guide, and that in that Developers Guide you will see much better, and read it nicely. Now from now, whatever the applications we are developing, we have to recode, re-upload in the Google Play Store or App Store, and then you may use your publisher ID also in that. So you have to select your publisher ID, which you should know that which in the AdMob you will find your publisher ID. So you have to recode in that, and then if you have your EU users or your clients are from EU and you're using their cookies and storage is also local storage, and some personal data you are collecting, and personalized ads you're throwing. So all these things you have to adapt another procedure, obtain their consent, and then select your providers, and they are going to use all the information. So this is how it works. So this is Google Mobile Ads SDK for Android. This is a little one, just reconnecting the pages, so all you can just check it out on the developers google.com. So this is all requesting consent from European users. It's clearly mentioned about the consent policy. This is EU user consent policy, and it's been affected by GDPR, and that is Journal Data Protection Regulation, and they want that we have to get consent to use cookies and other local storage where legally required. So all these informations are important. Thank you very much watching this, and we keep on reporting you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It will encourage us to make another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.